Hi, Frank here. Welcome to Springer's Adventures again. Thanks for tuning in. So today we're going to go through a little rebuilding of a 6x12 enclosed trailer that I had picked up. So we're going to go from this to this. Hope you stick around. Let's check it out.
So as you've seen in that last video of mine, that Field of Forgotten Dreams, I was able to pick up this here mid-1980s Wells Cargo tandem axle trailer. Not in bad shape. It was kind of rough. It had been sitting for a long time under those trees and stuff, but I was able to get a very good deal on it. So went home and got a truck and we dragged it back to the house, and we're going to go through and redo it. We do hit some swap meets and stuff like that, and I have an open trailer we usually use, but it's like, you know what, this will really come in handy, especially down here in Florida when it's raining all the time. So here's what she kind of looked like. Like I said, it was just been sitting for a long time. Had to beg, borrow, and steal some wheels and tires to get on there because they were all flat and rotted.
So just a little look at the inside here before we tear into this thing. Floor is pretty soft here. Obviously somebody put down a piece of metal. Of course, what came along with it was a Muncie 4-speed. You can never pass one of those up. But overall, not too bad shape.
All right, so let's get all the stuff out from the inside here. We're going to go ahead and wash it all down, clean it all up, and see what we have to start with. I did go ahead and stick it up all on blocks here so we could get underneath it, check out all the lighting. I wanted to go through all the bearings on there, make sure they're okay, grease them, all new seals and stuff like that. So we're going to start at this point. All right, so we emptied out the inside of it there, checking it out. Like I said, there were some soft spots on the floor where they had to cover it with metal. So definitely going to have to replace the floor. They had some pegboard all going around the inside there. A little bit of a funky smell inside this thing, obviously from sitting for some time under the trees, musty. Pegboard being mostly cardboard. I think we're going to go ahead and pull that out. There might have been one or two little leaks coming down along the seams, so I figured let's rip out all that pegboard and go from there.
All right, that wasn't too bad. I was going to leave the walls in because the walls are in pretty good shape and just take all that pegboard out, but of course the walls were sitting on top of the floors, so I had to take the walls out, so that's all right. We'll freshen them up. I'm thinking about putting some insulation back behind there anyways, but it took about maybe 2.5, 3 hours. Of course, down here in Florida at 101 degrees out here, a little bit of toasty inside that thing, so that's what made me think about maybe wanting to insulate it. So anyways, here's what it looks like. Just bare frame rails. So I'm going to go ahead and scuff them up and put some paint on them, make them last a little longer. But other than that, it looks in really good shape on the inside. Very happy with it. So we'll keep going. So I did go ahead and kind of scrub down, wash down the inside, put down some Osflow, wiped it down with some TPS, and had some Rust-Oleum paint. So I figured, hey, why not just kind of freshen up these beams on the inside? And I had some blue and some brown paint. We mixed it together. It came out with like kind of a dark gray, but just going to go ahead and coat the inside of this frame and get it to last just a little bit longer because it's all in good shape. But hey, why not, right?
So I ended up going up to Lowe's and picked up some 3/4-inch exterior plywood. We put that down. I also bought some of that foam insulation, cut it, and we stuck it in there. And then put the walls back up. So, I mean, it was all pretty straightforward. Just laid it right down, one after the other on there. And then we commenced to go in and do cleaning the outside. Had a couple little spots there I had to do some repairs on. But overall, just sanded it, scuffed it, pressure washed it, and got ready to go.
All right, so we got everything all stripped down, kind of scuffed down, sanded down. And time to put some paint on it. Now, I didn't video showing us sanding it. I think that's pretty much self-explanatory. I did take the fenders off, make it a little easier to paint and stuff like that. So let's get ready to go. All right, so you can see half of the roof where I hit it with the Osflow over top of the galvanizer. It kind of rusted out. I'm going to go ahead and put that rubber coating on top there. So if you ever used the Osflow before, it's pretty good. You could just put in a little spray bottle and spray it on. Just get it good and wet. Just spritz it on. and let it dry, and it'll turn to that white color. Alright, so you can see we went ahead and I did clean the roof down with Osflow, then I went ahead and scuffed it with like some 80 grit sandpaper, blew everything off, and we're going to use that Flex Seal on the roof. You said you could roll it on just like paint. Let's see how this stuff works. Oh, it's nice and thick, as you can tell. Some people show just pouring it on and then rolling it out. But, it looks like it's going to go on pretty good. I'm not going to bore you with the roll on the roof, so let me get at it. So you can see the first coat is on. It said to let at least dry 24 hours, which we actually dry a little longer than that, but it dried out. It looks pretty good for one coat. I see a couple of skippies and some spots a little lighter and some spots a little darker. So we're going to go ahead and do the second coat on there now. The front cap on this particular unit was also fiberglass. I did notice that there was a couple of tiny little pinholes that was letting air or light through, I should say. And oh, sorry for the neighbor's annoying dog there, but these were the fenders are on there. Went ahead and sanded them down and painted them as well. Just rattle canned them, some Rust-Oleum gloss orange. They came out pretty nice. I did paint the underneath of them with Rust-Oleum as well, black, just to kind of protect them a little bit on the underneath from stuff going up. But I thought they turned out pretty good. They were pretty slick. Somebody had painted latex on it at one time, so that was a little bit of a bear getting all that junk sanded through off and everything. But it's amazing what you could do with a rattle can. Just figured I'd show you.
So there's the finished result. We actually, Rust-Oleum, got a gallon of Rust-Oleum black. We rolled it on with a foam roller. Came out just fine. Like I said, put the fenders back on there. I did go buy some new tires. We sanded down the wheels, painted the wheels black, and like that. And like I said, put some new trailer tires on there as well. And there's our first outing at the first swap meet. Waiting in line to get in there at the swap meet. So, hey, I hope you enjoyed it. If you ever find an old trailer or something like that, you know, if you get a good deal on it, hey, these things have gone up crazy in prices. So, I mean, if you're looking for one, try to find a used one. You know, there's not a lot to them. You could obviously go through and rebuild one. I probably had about $700 invested in material to repair that thing, and that was half of that, more than half of that was just for the tires alone, you know, but you know, some plywood, a lot of elbow grease, a gallon of paint, the paint for the roof and stuff like that. No leaks whatsoever. It's been really good, and it just came out to be a nice, neat little project. It's something that me and my wife did. So, as always, thanks for watching. If you have any comments, have any questions on anything that I might have missed going over that, leave it below. I'll make sure and get back to you. And always, we'll see you out on the road. Thanks for watching. See ya.